So I have just logged in on behalf of user. So this is fair to. So vendor's name. This is just the same window. If you see here, the vendor whenever any bidder put his user ID and password, so he will able to see this kind of screen. Okay, if you can see here that these are the events he has already received for the participation. Some of the events has already completed, some of them are open. So if you can see here the whatever the RFP we have shared with this bidder, RFQ for testing 12 July 22 is available in the system. Some of the events are already in the pending selection because that has already completed. Like if you see here the end time is already mentioned. Event type is already there, like all where the RFP, some of the option was there. Okay. So this means that this bidder have participated for this many events. So I'll just click on the open part. You will get this kind of query also. Normally what happen na, bidder will see that this triangle is closed and he is not able to view any RFP in his dashboard. He will say that I am not able to see your RFP in our dashboard. So we have to just mention that whatever the open tab is there, like status open tab is there, just click on that triangle. It will give you the RFP which is open. It will give the document ID. This is the specific document ID available for that RFQ number. End time is already mentioned, is 6/11. This RFP will end. Event type is RFP. And it is also showing that this bidder has participated or not. Look, this is the vendor screen, so it will also show that he has participated or not. I'll just click on this event. So whatever the message we were discussing, if you see here, the three options are there, like event message, response team, download tutorials. So all these options are there. If you see in the event message, तो मैंने जो अभी मेरे ईमेल आईडी में जो दिखाया था ना, the same email is already available in his dashboard also. If you can see here, Tata Power has invited him to participate this date. Yeah, click here to access this event. So this is the access. So this is actual link. So whatever we are mentioning, click here. So this is the that link to access this event. Also, in initial stage, bidders were getting the bidder were not able to understand the participation in the tender. So what we have mentioned that whatever the mail triggered to the vendor, we have added these 10 steps. How to participate in the tender. So step 1 is there, this invitation mail आपके पास आ जाएगा. Then you have to click on the click here to access this event. Then continue window. So I will go through the individual steps, but I am showing that this kind of mail is going to the bidder. They have to follow these steps. If they follow these steps, they will be able to access this event. So this kind of message is already there in their email ID. Okay, I'll just click on the done. Okay. So if you see here, all the documents whatever we have shared with the RFP already available in the bidder's dashboard. So first option is the download content. What is the meaning of the download content? So whatever the RFP documents we have attached in the RFP, they can directly download from here. If you want to download any specific document, so you can go to that particular tab. For example, he want to download the only introduction part, or he want to only download the technical specification parts. So he can go to that particular document and he can download this attachment. So if you click on the any document, these two options are available. Download this attachments. He can download this particular attachment. Or he want to download all the attachments. He can click on the download all attachment option. Okay. The next is the review prerequisite. What is the meaning of review prerequisite? Review prerequisite means I have gone through all the documents. Now I want to participate for this event. So I will click on the review prerequisite. That means I want to participate. Third option is the decline to respond. Decline to respond means I don't want to participate in this event. So he will respond. He just click on the decline to respond. The system will show the trigger. System will show the one window. He has to give the response. If you remember in our rules also we have mentioned that if you any bidder want to decline to our RFP, he has to give the justification. So whenever he clicked on the decline to respond, he has to give the justification for that part. If you want to take the print on this event, you can directly take this print. If you see here the section part, section 1 of 3 is already mentioned, so all the tender document is already available here. If you go in the techno-commercial part is already mentioned over here. And the third is the price part. Okay. The price part, these are the line items available. So what I'll do, I'll just click on the review prerequisite. These are the standard terms and conditions available for the bidding. Like I will go, I will maintain the confidentiality, ethical behavior, all this. So he has to accept all these terms and conditions. If you want to give the any specific terms and condition acceptance, so I have shown you the question part where you can attach all the, you can mention all the prerequisite terms and condition, and that terms and condition will appear over here. He has to accept that terms and condition, then which system will allow him to participate in the further RFQ process. Okay. So that prerequisite condition also appear here. Presently we have not kept that option. That's why it is only showing the standard terms and condition available in the Ariba system. So he has to just accept the terms of this agreement. One more option I have explained earlier. Initially we were getting the maximum request that we have forgot to open one bid of the specific bidder, or we have rejected one bidder and he has approved afterwards. So that's why Ariba has come up with the solution, and that envelope we have, that options we have kept as a gray field, kept all the rejected envelope in the system only. So that's why bidder has to give the consent on that part also. So he'll just give the click on that part. Once he click on the OK, this agreement will submitted. The maximum time a bidder will give you the query also. The key system is showing me the submit this agreement. तो उनको confusion रहता है कि submit this agreement means he has already submitted the RFP. But you can answer that कि submit this agreement is only the prerequisite condition you have accepted. Bidding part comes later. You have to participate in that action. So submitting the bids. So if you see in the tender, we have given the 3 line items. Line item 3.2, 3.3, and 3.4. He can select all the line items, and he can confirm select lot for the participation. If you want to participate in a specific line item, he can go ahead with the specific line item and go for the further bidding. So we'll go to the one line item right now. So system has given me the message also, okay, you have not selected all the lots. If you want to participate, you can go ahead and take that. Okay. So if you can see here, so all the reference document is already there on the right hand side. This is also one confusion that the bidder will say that, yeah, I have opened the document, but I am not able to see the any attachment options. If you see here, you can, if you scroll down, you will not be able to see the attachment option. But if you see here, in the screen, there is a two scroll bars are there. So you have to just go to the right. If you go to the right, all the annexes are appears here. So whatever the tender document we have attached, all the documents are right here. If you want to update this file, just click on the update file. Take the specific documents. You can attach that document and go ahead. If you want to delete that file and attach new file, you can attach that safety terms and condition. For example, here also the attachment option is there, technical specification. So because we have not attached that document, so it is showing the blank. We can attach here one document. Okay, so we have attached one document. So if you have multiple documents, you can attach over there. So I'm just attaching a single file to all the locations for test purpose only. If you see in the tender part, wherever this asterisk sign is there, red asterisk sign, it is a mandated document. If you do not attach with that document, system will not able to allow you to submit this bid. So we'll go to the first line item. So we have selected only 3.3. That's why this option is available. So it is showing me this, the quantity is this. I can put the value. SGST, yes, I can mention the SGST is there. IGST is now 0. Exclusive GST, HS number 98717. So presently, wherever the not applicable field is there, he can put the directly 0. Lead time 2 weeks. So based on that, I have attached all the documents. Okay, we can directly submit this bid. So vendor has to directly click on the submit entire response. If you want to send any message to buyer, he can just click on the compose message. This is also an important feature. So just I click on the compose message. So this will this message will directly appear to the buyer, and here he can attach the file, or he want to request anything, he can write over here and he can send this mail. This communication is important because whatever the for this RFQ related whatever communication is there, it will be stored in this event message for this RFQ purpose. So you don't need to go to the you don't need to go to the Microsoft to check the emails part for this. You can just click on the event message. You will able to see the all the communication related to this RFP. Okay. Presently, I have selected only one line item. That's why system has allowed me to participate in only one line item. If I want to go ahead with the one more line item, so I have to just click on the select lot and line item. I can select one more line item and go ahead with the confirm select lot. Okay. The system has shown me the one more. If you can see here, line item 2. A plus sign is there. Just I'll open that. I'll put over here 10,015. So I have updated all these details. I'll just click on the submit entire response. So I get the pop-up message. You want to submit this response or not? I'll just click on that. So if you can see here, the time is still there. 2 hours 33 minutes are remaining. Okay. I have got the message. Your response has been submitted successfully. Thank you for the participating in this event. So, like 2 hours 33 minutes are still there. So if you want to change his response,